Okay, so welcome to flag number 2. In your flag kit, you should have 4 pieces. You should have a white piece, you should have 2 black dashes, and you should have 1 big black dot. Okay? Now the first thing we want to do is finish the edges of the white piece, which I've already done here. And you want to follow the directions for how to finish a flag, which if you don't know how to do, there's a video on that, part 1 and 2, that you can reference to get that done. So first thing, finish the edges of the white flag. Please note that when you do that, there should be little pencil marks. I don't know if you can see them on here. Here we are. Little pencil marks on drawn onto your flag. This is just to show you where the pieces go. So when you do your edging, there should be about like a half circle on one of the short ends. You want to use the opposite side for your casing. So if there's a half circle on a short end, do not put the casing on that side, it goes on the other side. So once we get that finished, I'm going to lay my white piece out and use the little pencil marks here as a reference for where to lay out our other pieces. So I'm going to start with my black dashes, and the edges of these might be a little bit puckered, so you may want to pull the corners a little bit and smooth them out, and they may have some little fuzzies there on the edge right there that you may want to clip just to keep them from getting caught in your presser foot. So once you flatten those out, trim the fuzzies off. You want to go ahead and lay them on top of the pencil marks and pin them down. Okay, I've got my black little rectangles pinned down. As you're pinning, you may notice that the lines that are drawn on the flag are a little bit smaller than the dashes. That's okay. We're trying to keep that little rectangle inside, like under the little black dashes. If you want this kind of relationship between the two of them, I have the casing to my left here, and then the dash here and the dash here. If they seem like they're not in the right arrangement, or they don't look like the final flag I'm going to show you in a minute, you can go ahead and adjust them just a little bit, but they should be fairly close. So once we get those pinned down, we want to slide over to the edge here and find our half circle on this edge, and we're going to take our circle piece, so our black dot, and we're going to pin it, oops, sorry, camera angle there. We're going to pin it right on that little pencil mark there. Again, I'm going to go like right at the edge. And you'll notice that, get us to focus here. Okay, you'll notice that your black dot is only going to be about halfway on your flag. Half of it's going to hang off the edge. Don't be alarmed, that's part of the design. So you just want half your dot on the flag in reference to the little pencil marks. So let's go ahead and pin that on, and then we'll get sewing. Alright, so I have everything pinned down, and I'm going to start stitching with one of the rectangular pieces. So I'm going to set my presser foot on the edge of a corner. So I have the edge of my fabric here, and I'm just going to top stitch. I'm using a regular straight stitch, and that's my length there. So I'm going to go all the way around this this rectangle once with my presser foot on the edge there. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so at each corner I am setting my needle. I'm going to lift up my presser foot and turn. There we go. Set my presser foot back down and just keep on going. This is my last edge here. Sorry. This is my last edge. Okay. So what I'm going to do on this last edge is not set my needle. I'm just going to keep on going through until I'm almost at the edge of my little black rectangle here. Set my needle, lift up, and I'm going to do one more, I'm going to do one more seam around the whole box again, about 1/4 inch from the other one, just so we're so one more around the edge. Alright, so that was my last corner. I back tacked there, and I've got 2 rows of stitching all the way around my little rectangle. And we're going to do that for the other rectangle and for halfway around the circle as well, which I will do next.